First thing you're going to do is simply download for 3D printing, right? When you download for 3D printing, you're going to download it as an STL right here. Doing that, it should start to download, and you should see it in your download folder. Mighty Albar, boom. When you open this, if you already have Replica, is there anything in there you shouldn't see? No. It should automatically open in Replicator, because that's the only I'm guessing that's going to be the only program you have that is able to do this, right? So, once you're in Replicator, then you can move it around and look at it from different perspectives. You might, one of the things is underneath and one of the things is above. It's not good. Not good. So, using these controls over on the right side, you can move things around. For example, you can center it. So if we go to a view here, it's now centered, right? You can move it and put it directly on the platform. You can rotate it. Would not suggest putting it like that, because if you put it like that, it's going to go beyond the parameters of the print bed. This blue part represents the print bed. That's as big as you can print, right? So, once you have it positioned where you want it, it's laying flat, it looks good, and all of that, what you're going to do is you're going to generate the G-code. If you don't have Python embedded or installed, this is where you're going to run into a little bit of problem. You're going to have to go out of Replicator, install Python, and reopen Replicator. If you have a Mac, should be okay. If you have a Mac, it should be okay.
Can you send it to another person that had the program?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. This model is bigger than the machine can build. Are you sure you want to generate G-code for it? Yes, simply because it's an example. It's going to ask you these questions. We all want to use the right extruder, just to make things easier. We want to use raft support. For the most part, yours is going to lay flat on the bed, so it's probably not going to have a lot of raft. We definitely want to use the default start and end G-code, and we definitely want to use the Printomatic stepper extruder only.
I like that word,
Printomatic. The object infill is going to be 10%. All you have to do is click on that and change it to 10. Layer height is going to be 0.25 millimeters. Our bridges have a thickness of 3 millimeters, right? So how many layers thick are our bridges going to be? Do the math. How many? 12. 3 divided by 0.25 is 12. Number of shells, 2. Feed rate, travel feed rate, and print temperature, you're going to leave alone. 41, 56, and 230. Okay? At that point, say generate G-code. It'll say this, say OK, and it will then go through the process of creating that G-code. And the G-code, when it's all done, is really nothing more than a bunch of X, Y, Z coordinates. X and Y to go across the table, and Z to control the depth. This might take a few minutes. The what? I think it has a link right there for you. And if not, we can go over that as well. Once you're done with that, up here in the upper left-hand corner, it's going to generate what is called a .s3g file that you can put onto an SD card. If you don't have an SD card reader, I've got some SD card readers that go into USBs. That's where you're going to transfer it to in order to